welcome to Barracuda Drift by Geeko Airlines. This is a console track, so I'm excited to see what happens here. I'm assuming it might not be PlayStation actually. Failed because they have crossplay. We don't. Oh, and corporate failure. The skipper. This guy was actually temp banned for skipping from the game. So, this is weird, man. I'm not a fan of the barrier placements. Not very anti-skip either, apparently. Oh my, no. Sorry, barriers on the racing line. Automatically dislike. I'm willing to accept some things like that bit there may have been my fault. But things like barrier on the racing line, that's not really up for interpretation. See, the skip is already finished. I'm not saying I've done a perfect run, but that makes me worry about how much longer is left on this track. Barrier in the center of the track. It's fortunately not quite on the racing line because you should be going on the outside there anyway. But this the things I judge, right? Is when I'm doing these track reviews, I'm going to judge things like that. Like, that barrier placement there is bad. It's just not good. I shouldn't have to be forced onto one side. Here is another one. Just not a good barrier placement. And another one here. Look, I understand that wall riding, this thing's apparently not as good at driving as I want it to be, but at the same time, you come out of corners on the outside, even if you do it correctly. So I don't like that jump there. I have failed it twice, and it could just be me, but it also feels like it's just not a very clean jump if you take the lower side. Yeah, I kind of knew that would happen there. This thing, you go too wide here, and obviously it's a little harder to do to go that wide. If you were to go too wide, touch that, you just get reset. Obviously that reset me in a good place because I'd already driven there. Intentional. Yeah, apparently this thing's a really underrated car. I find its drifting kind of sucks. But that's just me. Anyway, let's move on to the next track. Alright, next we have another Geeko Airlines track, Canyon Ride. I don't know what to expect. I wasn't a fan of his last one. The barrier placement was a bit, so, but we'll see how this goes. There's barriers there, but hello, I didn't hit that, but alright. The hitboxes on these barriers are terrible anyway. Epic Lord 2020. What an epic name. So far, this is fine. I'm not a big fan of that first barrier, but that's, you know. I generally don't like any barriers. Some are fine if they're in the right spots, or used as like more of a decorative thing. See here, bad barriers, more bad barriers. This is terrible. I don't want to be weaving. I want to enjoy my loop, man. It's a very big, long loop, so maybe he's done this to keep it entertaining. But yeah, nah, not a fan. Nice corner. Very enjoyable, very smooth. I gotta pull up a bit on this guy's jumps because after that last track, I'm a little scared that they might fall short. Well, I don't even know where I'm going. Oh, just over here. It's fine. Huge jump. Big fan. Big fan. Honestly, the signs on the loop are a little bit forgivable because there is a lot of time to react to them. And it really does keep things a bit interesting. This is a much better track than the last one. The BMW. I haven't driven that much. This is cool. Yeah, overall, I'm a fan of the track. It's a nice track. Oh. So, yeah. This is nice. I really like the big loop that's very entertaining. And as much as my initial thought was, this is bad because signs, after driving it, I can say that it's kind of keeps it entertaining because it is a just endlessly long loop. I feel like the first one shouldn't have them. The first bit definitely should not have sides, but the rest of it having sides is perfectly fine. It does keep it active, I guess. And then that massive jump was just awesome. Next up, last one for today is Jurassic Attack by It's Only Hedges. I assume there'll be some sort of dinosaur. I don't know. Jurassic Attack sounds dinosaur but I don't think there's a lot of dinosaur stuff, is there? Oh, there is. Okay. I just remembered there's also the Stegosaurus flipper. Alright, I already have low expectations because it has a tornado. Although, so far it's been tasteful tornadoes, right? It's not the worst. That one I did not see until the last minute. Not a fan of that. I suppose a Megalodon is Jurassic, is it? Seems like a very skippable loop. Here we go. I was expecting this guy to show up. The tornadoes are fine. I feel like there's only one tornado that I would say was in a bad spot, and I didn't even hit it because it's like luck. Damn spider, go away. 3 tornadoes right here. I think the spider slowed me down. Oh, man, the spider in this game is the worst, and people don't use it for. Oops. I barely saw that until the last minute. Tornadoes are also the worst. Am I just going the wrong way? It looks the same going either way. Like, yeah, so don't use tornadoes, people. They're just bad. Don't use spite. Did I get the top time? That was a shit time. Hello? I could beat that. I was just kind of not even trying, man. Top time on a recommended track. Watch me lose to myself here. I just got to do better in that later section. Ugh. Crashy. I don't believe I'm beating that time here. Alright, we'll just call it there.